Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, all. Oh, I'm not really adjusted very well up here. Hang on, guys. All right. Maybe I'm adjusted better. Welcome to Bare Bones Kitchen. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Hello. Sorry, I literally have had all freaking day to do this, and I wait till the last minute to do everything in my world. Everything, guys. Everything. So I'm like, oh, I got time to do that. I got time to do that. And then lo and behold, guess what? I'm out of freaking time, right? So, oops. Cheers anyways. Cheers anyways. We're going to have a good show tonight. I'm super excited. So, let me back up. Welcome, Kitchenettes, Kitchen Littles, and Kitchen Nuggets. Again, I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen. This is what we're doing tonight. I have awesome people. Can you guys just relate with me for a minute here? Do you have these people that just pop into your world, that not people that you've known forever, but like people that just all of a sudden appear in your life, and you're like, what in the actual hell did I do in a past life to deserve somebody so freaking awesome to be in my presence? Like, what did I do? So I have a couple of awesome ladies, and I'm gonna cheers to them. So cheers to Elena and Serena, because they like popped into my life out of nowhere, and I'm like, dude, like, friends I didn't know I needed to have in my world. Okay, didn't even know, but they are the most amazing ladies. I actually was in their kitchen last week, and they're just amazing. They're beautiful. And I say all of that long-windedly because, A, that's just how I am. And for those of you that know me, know that I'm long-winded. I can't just tell a story. There has to be like 500 other stories to go with it. And, yeah. But our meal tonight is because Serena and Elena blessed me with a bag of 15 bean soup. Now, I don't think I've ever made it. I've probably eaten it. I'm going to not even lie, because we ate a lot of beans when I was a kid. Like, that's what comes in a food bank box, right? Like, beans. So I ate a lot of beans as a kid, which was fine, unless my mom accidentally burnt them. I remember she burnt them one time. Oh, man. We were moving, and she forgot to turn them down before we went to the other house to pick up another load, and when we came back, they were just... and the smell was just horrible. We didn't have beds in our rooms yet because we're in the process of moving. So my sister and I were sleeping on the couch, and I remember just burying my face into the couch. So I have to smell the worst freaking smell in the world. So don't burn your beans, you guys. Don't burn your beans. But these beans were dry beans. If you are not familiar with dry bean blend, you actually need to cover them. You're going to put them in a big pot. They will pretty much double in size. You're going to put water about 2 inches above the beans, and you're just going to let them soak. About 6 hours or so. I think these have been soaking for about 5 hours, so we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. You're basically bringing them back to life, because beans are typically dried if you're getting them from a bag. So you're kind of bringing some life back into them. Then you want to rinse that off and drain all of that liquid out. So there's no liquid in here. Well, maybe a little from just it sitting and me not waiting long enough to shake it all out. Hello, Sue. But yeah, that's it's a long process, but there's a shortcut. So if you were like, oh, I was gonna make these damn beans, but now I can't because I gotta soak them for 6 freaking hours or overnight or whatever, there's totally a shortcut. You do the same thing, you rinse them all off, get all the little whatever that's in there out of there, put them on your stovetop, turn it on high, bring them suckers to a boil. As soon as they come to a boil, uncovered, bring them to a boil uncovered, flip them to the off position and let them rest for an hour. Then you can rinse all that liquid off and make what you were going to make. So there really is a speedy process that you can do, just so you know. I was going to do that, but then I was like, well, 5 hours is close enough to 6. I'm okay with that. And some of these beans in here are a little funky looking, and probably beans I don't eat. So that's why I think they're so funky looking. And that's okay too. Okay. But I am actually making this for work tomorrow. My drivers have been super amazing for me the last like 2 weeks. We've had some changes to our routes and changes to our schedules and flipping and flopping, and we lost an employee because some people are just bitch babies, y'all. You can't do nothing about it, right? Like, you can't do nothing about it. If you already got one foot out the door, there's nothing I can say or do to make you want to stay. It is what it is. I'm not going to beg you. Just saying. If you can't handle it, can't take the heat, get the f*** out the kitchen, right? That's where I'm at right now. So, cheers again. We're going to cheers again because now I'm all riled up. I'm all jacked up. And, you know, to Serena and Elena because they started this escapade here. All right. So, I have just a pan. I'm going to put it on a medium-high heat. Over here, I have a half of a large sweet onion that I chopped up. Chop it how you want to chop it. I like to kind of keep them small. They break down a little bit more that way, but even if you don't like onions, okay. And then I took some petite diced tomatoes in juice. I kind of dumped off some of that excess juice. There is still some in here, and I am okay with that. Then I have a pitcher full of Better Than bouillon because I'm going to need to cover these beans, so hopefully I have enough here. It will be great. And then over here, I was going to buy ham. Uh-oh, my internet's going crazy again. I was going to buy ham, you guys, but oh my gosh. I don't usually buy ham. Like, my son gets a ham for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, and usually that's the only ham I cook in the year. Like, I just don't buy ham. Ham is not a thing that we eat a lot of. So I went to go buy a chunk of ham today, and I was like, I am not going to spend $15 on one little itty bitty tiny little chunk of ham. Like, no, not happening. So I remembered I had these in my freezer, and I actually found these at Grocery Outlet and threw them in my freezer. So they're Applewood smoked sausage with bacon, and I used these for another thing that I made my crew, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I was like, that's so weird that everybody's like legit freaking out about it. I mean, usually they're very grateful, but they were like legit freaking out about how good the food was. And I took a little taste of it and I was like, oh my gosh, it tastes like it's barbecued or something. So I just thought that that might be a good thing to put in these beans. My internet is really freaking out down here. Sorry, you guys. All right. So I put just a little bit of olive oil in here. My pan is nice and hot. I'm going to add the onions. Okay, maybe my pan wasn't as nice and hot as I thought it was. My bad. Oops. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It felt like it was nice and hot. All right, and then I'm going to bust out my trifecta. So I got my favorite Weber's garlic and herb, my pepper, and my salt. I haven't used the trifecta in a long time. Why does it keep freaking out? I do not know what's going on with my internet. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe it's because this weather was really nice earlier. Like, it was sunshiny and beautiful. Now all of a sudden we got like this crazy gross storm coming in. Maybe it's affecting my internet. I don't know. So hopefully you guys don't miss too much. Hopefully. Peppers. So Sue, what's a band you're listening to right now? And for you that are jumping on, anybody that's jumping on, what bands are you listening to right now? I was on my way to work this morning listening to my Spotify, and Renfield Syndrome came on, and man, Ryan is an amazing vocalist. That's all I can tell y'all. Renfield Syndrome. If you like a good heavy metal in your face scream fest, do it. Just do it. All right, Serena Bad Bunny, that's what you're on right now? That's who you went to go see, right? Is Bad Bunny from Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist? Was that the band they were chasing? I know it has something to do with the bunny. I don't want to put too much salt in there because I am adding the Better Than Bouillon, which does have salt in it. Mike has Billy Bragg and Wilco on California Stairs. Okay. I'll have to check that out because Mike always has some good ass music too, so. Except that weird guy he likes to listen to. You know the one, the creepy guy? You don't like him either, Sue. Okay, maybe not. Alright, Serena, alright. Have you seen Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist? I'm pretty sure it's Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. They chase some odd band, so I know you've showed that to me before. And it has something to do with the bunny. So I'm just getting my onions a little soft here. Smells delicious. Looks delicious. You should totally watch it. It's a cute movie. But I love Kat Denning, so I love her. I think she's great. Yes, Tom Waits, Sue. That's the guy right there. Creepy guy. Creepy guy. Yes, that's the guy. That is the one. I'm like, I don't know if I want to grill these sausages. I think I'm not going to. Because they're not gonna stay grilled anyways, so I'm just gonna dump these onions into the beans. That's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully this will be enough to feed my crew if I can keep half of the terminal from coming to eat it. Right, so I'm just gonna move that way, that way. We're gonna dump in these tomatoes. And then I'm just gonna dump these sausages in. And I'm telling you guys, if you can find these sausages at your local grocery outlet, they're totally worth it. They really do have super good flavor. I don't know what Bar M brand is, but you know, it's not Bar S, it's Bar M. I know Bar S was a big cheap hot dog place. That's the ones that I think the dollar store sells too. Waiting for your dinner date. Where's your dang dinner date at? What's going on there? Or are you waiting for this to be done? And this is so easy. Now, we're just going to mix this all together. We're going to pour some of this Better Than Bouillon on it. And we're just going to let it cook. It's going to cook for a while. It's going to cook for probably a couple hours until your beans are nice and soft. So again, if you're using fresh beans, you just want to make sure that they're, you know, al dente. Al dente. To the tooth, right? Hello, Nick. No, boo thing. Okay. Nick, you got to tell me who you're listening to right now. What kind of music are you on right now? What band are you listening to? I don't know if this pot's going to be big enough. It's a good thing I'll have to move it to the turkey pot before the night's over with. All right. And then my Better Than Bouillon, because I made a lot of it. Knowing I was going to need a lot of it. Figuring I was going to have to move it to the turkey pot before I go to bed. Because I just can't cook small. It's so difficult for me to cook small, you guys. That's, I think, why I really enjoy cooking for my crew, because it's easy to feed 15 or 20 or 50 people, because that's usually what ends up coming over. But yeah, I don't always have the time to do it, and sometimes on Friday I'm like, y'all are getting frozen crap or bagels or something. But it's funny because my crew is like, they're so nitpicky. If I just bring bagels and stuff, I end up bringing half of them home. But if I make homemade food, it's gone. My sister does the same thing for her crew, and I'll tell you guys, she can bring frozen burritos. Those things are gone. She brings homemade food, it's also gone. So they're not picky at all. My crew's a little bit spoiled. We're a little bit prissy on my side. So yeah. That's not a band, Nick. That's not a band. Blomberg Talk Radio is not a band. Frank, who are you listening to right now? What band? Give me any band. Any band. Alright guys, so that's it. Soup is so easy. That's why I love doing soup, because it's so simple and easy, and it's filling, and it's delicious, and it makes people's hearts really happy. And that's what makes me happy, is making the hearts happy, you know? You are a boring nerd just because you want to listen to talk radio, but you gotta listen to something. And Frank, that's not a damn band either. I don't care about the NBA playoffs. Are you kidding me? You'll be rocking out some Zeppelin in the morning. You're not listening to no NBA playoffs then. Jeez. All right. So, a few things. Keep sharing, showing the love, loving that. That is great. Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around it. It's just so amazing. You guys are all great in sharing and showing love. I appreciate it every single day. Every time I look at my stats for the day or whatever. Still have 3 spots left for Mimosas in May. I know I made a fatal mistake on Monday and I didn't post the link. I will post the link tonight on both Instagram and Facebook. So it will be on both spots. So you can do the link there. Again, you're going to have mimosas. We're going to do some strawberry bruschetta and a light veggie Alfredo, along with some chocolate-covered strawberries you get to take home. It will be great fun, and I'm super stoked about doing it. Miranda from Asante Wellness Center out in Tumwater has graciously allowed us to use her space, which is why seats are very limited, because her little massage place is so small. But she's got this great little area set up that we can learn and talk and chat, and it'll be very fun. And yeah. All right, Chad's got Yin Yang Twins, and Nicole's listening to Irish Punk. I knew you were listening to something, girl. I knew you were. And that will be on May 29th from 2 to 4. So I was informed that it is a holiday weekend, and I apologize, but those who are supposed to be there will be there. It's $25, and again, I will post all the information, the registration. You got to register so I know who's coming, and yeah, I think that's all I have. I think this weekend is Suck It Up Saturday. I believe it is. Okay, guys, I'm not going to lie. My last day off was April 24th. So I don't even know what week we did Suck It Up Saturday. I can't even remember at this point. So guess what? We're going to do Suck It Up Saturday this weekend anyways. We're just going to call it a wash. So Suck It Up Saturday coming up this weekend. If I can remember that it's Saturday at that point. But yes, so Suck It Up Saturday. We got Monday Morsels on Monday. And then again, BBK, regular old BBK right here on Wednesdays. So I will see you all on Saturday. Keep dropping the music that you love to listen to. Oh, good. Thank you, Chad, for having my back on that. It is this Saturday. I have actually been looking up a new recipe. I actually saw it. My sister sent me one too. I'm debating between the two. I don't know. I kind of like the rainbow looking drink, but I'm kind of on the let's use this Midori up in my cupboard because I don't drink that for nothing. And it's nice and bright. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a poll like rainbow drink versus bright green drink. Which one do you guys want? I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining me. This will be done in a while. And I'll probably end up posting a picture tomorrow because that's probably when I'm going to, get it all dished out and stuff. So I will make sure to post a bowl of it so you guys can see what it looks like. Thank you for joining me. Have a good night.